So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run with Love. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
10-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going to give it to Love. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Haskins will throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the Rams first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
Complete to Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Washington 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. John Johnson on the coverage.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Brandon, I know it's hard to believe sometimes that a guy who was rated in the top 5 running backs in the draft could be a little bit underrated, but I thought that about Cam Akers. One of my favorite runners in this draft. We just saw that ability right there. Great vision, terrific speed, has the power to run through tackles and make big plays. Remember, he was a #1 high school kid coming out. Now he's exhibiting that talent in the NFL.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, gone. Right side complete, that's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
That one goes for 30 yards. To the air again. Gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Love. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for Washington.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
From midfield now, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now Goff on 1st down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Being chased out left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Gone. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Washington.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Show it up. Check. 59. Watch the run. 59 is Mike. Check.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
First down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now a a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the carry, it's Love. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
6-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 24-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 28.
The Rams first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He was
decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The 19-yard line.
Steps away to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Now he'll escape to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And oh, he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On the counter, this is Akers. Finding room to the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 20. And a Rams first down.
They run the counter. Akers. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incomplete.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is caught at the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards.
The 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. After the interception, here's Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Rams 27, Washington 20.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Forced out to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Wolf. And got his man complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Going up top for Kupp. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing now, Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So that'll back him up 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for L.A., they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.